Now here's Dragic. He's tightly guarded. Anderson outside. He feeds it to Dang. The three-pointer off the mark. Wizards trail by 4. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. So for the Wizards, Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Gortat. Sewell Butler comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Bradley Beal. Sean Marion, he's checked in for Miami. Napier comes in for Goran Dragic. Here's Napier, guarded by Porter. There's the pass to Wade. Wade, right side. And that concludes. And the first quarter. We're going with a whole new group out there now. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Chris Anderson is checked in for Perkins. Wash comes in for Udonis Haslem. Luol Deng is checked in for Sean Marion. And it's Dragic in for Dwayne Wade. The chosen one, he's in at point guard. Beal teams up with Pierce on the perimeter. Chris Humphries is out there with Gortat. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Well, the Miami Heat, since the Big Three assembled, have been a polarizing team. Some fans rooted for them, others rooted against them. Either way, they've been an incredible story for the league and have become just a huge draw around the NBA.
Wash kicks to Napier. The 19-foot shot, and that one's good. Napier's got 5 points now in the quarter. Wizards trail by 4. Here's the chosen one. He has 5. His three-pointers off the mark. And now with the Big Three era coming to an end, Miami not perhaps one of the more hated teams around the NBA, but Clark, they are still at the forefront of the league scene in the East.
And while they might have lost a bunch of the bandwagon fans, by no means is this team finished with being a title threat. There's just too much talent on this roster, and for the first time in a long time, they might enjoy being viewed as underdogs.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
Well, let's see some of the numbers here on Marcin Gortat. The past few weeks, he's been a major contributor. You can see where he ranks. 4th in rebounding. And he's also blocked enough shots to put him in the top 15 in that important defensive category.
And Steve, how about his rank in the rebounding department? I mean, the guy is physical, he's strong, and he relishes contact and banging around in there.
Well, since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off that long-distance game here a little bit, and it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, you know, Steve, some teams would prefer to just shoot their way out of a slump, but getting a few to drop from inside the arc is really a good way to get your offense back on track.
Here's the chosen one. They get it back. Goes back up. And he gets it to go. The chosen one's got 7 points in the game.
Chris Humphries.
Dragic with it. His last outing, he had 24 points. Dang passes to Dragic. Misses the 3. Puts up a prayer. No good. Close.
Well, I'm with Eric Spoelstra.
All right, guys. I want to go over some things before we get back out there.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no substitutions. Chris Humphries has checked in for Gortat. Porter comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Butler in for Bradley Beal. And a new group in for the Heat. Anderson, he's checked in for Perkins. Wash comes in for Udonis Haslem. Sean Marion, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Napier in for Goran Dragic. On the court.
Shooting for Miami, Dwayne Wade, taking 2 shots.
And it's Marion in at small forward. Both free throws good from Wade.
Yeah, they seem to be looking for chances inside a little bit more this half.
And I love that mentality. You talked about it earlier, being the aggressor. It's the right way to play with the lead. Keep attacking.
Here's the chosen one. He has 7. No dice from 9 feet out.
You know, one thing you have to give Coach Eric Spoelstra credit for is he's not wedded to just one approach. I like his ability to be flexible. You remember after the 2011 finals, for example, he really went back to the drawing board and changed Miami's offense to their small ball approach, but also wanted to get LeBron inside more. The result has been a couple of championship rings.
Well, they're passing to the chosen one. Lets it go from 11. Green for 2 points. The chosen one's got 9 points. 1:29 left to play in the third. Here's Napier. Here's the chosen one, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Dwayne Wade.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. And he can't hit the second. He'd have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. The feed to Bosh. T-Wade on the wing. Anderson a screen on Butler. The drive by Wade. Washington with the rebound. Humphries has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Heat ball.
And let's step aside for a minute to look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. Third is Goran Dragic.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in the league. To see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, it's wacko. That's sort of the era we're in right now, though. A point guard who consistently takes things into his own hands is far more common than it used to be. Some people may not like it, but that's the way of the modern NBA. Change is inevitable, and I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing.
Drills the three-pointer. Dragic has got 11 points in the quarter.
Defensively, guys, they just don't seem to be giving the same kind of effort that they were in the first half of the game.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's the chosen one. He's guarded by Dragic. The kick outside to Butler. 6 to shoot. Pass to the chosen one. Tries a 3. Can't get it to go. And here now is our State Farm assist to the game, and Steve Cummings is checked in for Washington. And Miami also making a switch. Bosh is checked in. Wall and Beal together in the backcourt. Gortat is out there with Humphries. And it's Pierce in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And Wall kicks to Beal. Dishes it to Pierce. And Wall. Here we go now. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
The chosen one, he's checked in for Washington. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He told them, we're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win. Guys?
Gortat with a screen on Dragic. Here's the chosen one. To tie it up. Again, the Wizards score.
They have finally fought all the way back to even the score. We're back to square one, whole new ball game.
And with a comeback like that, they've definitely got the upper hand going forward.
Perkins with the screen for Dragic. He kicks to Perkins. Rebounded by the chosen one.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
To take the lead, Kendrick Perkins pulls it in. Perkins got rebound number 8 now on the night.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Wade kicks to Perkins, and that one's good. Perkins got 4 points in the quarter.
They got the lead despite pretty cold shooting from the field in the first half, and now they're beginning to find their groove.
Well, this is a team capable of being hot, and if they do, they're going to really extend this lead.
Here's the chosen one. He's guarded by Dragic. No good from the chosen one.
After fighting back into it, they had a chance to tie this thing up.
Steve, I love it. They are not going away. They brought it close right now.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Goes up the baseline, and there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Dang. Now it's a 4-point Miami lead. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the watch to Chicago. Here's the chosen one. Knocks down the 3-ball.
It's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
1:35 left in the game. Now here's Dragic. Tight defense on him. Screened by Perkins. The drive by Wade. Perkins dishes to Wade. Clock at 4. The Heat need to get a shot off. No good from Dragic.
Oh, it happens. He's wide open, but just couldn't get it to go.
The chosen one. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Dang passes to Wade. Oh, draws the hard foul, and he'll head to the line.
Well, I think that the Wizards need to change their strategy against Wade.
He has 15 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark. I mean, the conductor of this offense, putting on a fantastic performance.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. And again, it's the Heat missing.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Pierce. Here's the chosen one. Wade is covering. The chosen one. The 3 won't fall. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. I mean, that's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for Washington. Two shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so he hits both. An intentional foul there stops the clock. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, that's going to be it. Great work at the charity stripe. That'll close this game out.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.